Consumers, producers, and businesses in America operate in an economy that's increasingly dominated by large monopolistic companies. Do you see this as a problem? If so, what should Congress do about it?
Here in Montana, we had a group of exploitative corporatists called the Copper Kings. These are corporate billionaires who want to exploit our water and our power for data centers. And we have to hold these corporations accountable as a model of how we hold the meatpacking industry, how we hold the healthcare industry accountable. Montana, we listen to the people. We are not a corporate-run state, and we never will be. And I'll make sure of that when I'm in the U.S. Senate.
First of all, let me start off by saying I fully acknowledge that the United States is a capitalistic country. However, with unbridled capitalism comes uncontrolled, unchecked, unregulated greed. And as we see that unfolding with this administration, the very person at the top of this administration is the prime example of what it is to be unbridled, uncontrolled, unchecked capitalism. If you set a box of chocolates or candy down in front of a kid, what are they going to do? They're going to eat the whole thing in one sitting. Some of us never outgrow that when we become adults. We need to bring regulation back to this country. We need to break up these big corporations, and we need to bring back interests to Montana for Montanans to make sure that we are able to be prosperous as a state.
We already have a blueprint for this. So we've busted monopolies in our country's past. So the Rockefellers, the Carnegies, and most recently big tech and the billionaires. We've done this before, and this is just a new opportunity to do the same. Now, it's easy to sit here and talk about how evil billionaires are, but the question is, what are we building towards? And our country understood after the Great Depression that we had to support the most vulnerable in our population in order for the entire country to thrive. And we need to go back to that. And as your senator, I will propose New Deal type of opportunities where we can not only hold those big billionaires to account, but we can also make sure that we're supporting Montana's Main Street so that everyone rises at the same time.
This is truly an uphill battle because everybody in our Congress is a corporatist. They come from that world. And billionaires and multimillionaires and huge corporations, they have massive power in our government. I asked a rich person one time, why don't you run for office? And he says, why would I want to do that when I can just purchase a senator or a House of Representative? And that's exactly how our government's being run right now. Expecting these corporatists that get elected because of corporations and multi-billionaires with their PAC money, it's kind of a hard lift, like I said. Transparency is the only thing we can count on.